Hey everyone, this is the clueless guy. You know, sometimes I'm a farmer, sometimes I don't know what I am. At any rate, I'm going to show you how to make some hydroxychloroquine. Yes, make it at home by yourself so you don't have to buy it. But first, I better talk about my sponsor, Radiation Revolution Protectivewear.com, protecting you with activewear jackets and vests from the 5G radiation. And the 5G radiation should be of concern to everybody. So please visit these guys online and check out their products. And now let's get on with the show and let's make some hydroxychloroquine. Alright, I'm trying to make the hydroxychloroquine. The actual very first step, second step, actually the first step is to go buy lemons and grapefruit. So I like to make sure that they're clean because you never know about pesticides. So I peel off the label. I got lukewarm water here. And I go around. I don't know if you're supposed to do it this way. I don't care. It makes me feel better. So this is what I'm doing. If it's lousy light, well, too bad. That's the way the kitchen is here. Or my workspace, I should say. Now I want to make sure, I'm pretty paranoid here, which is pretty funny. I never wear masks or anything. And yet I'm paranoid of germs. Kind of hypocritical in a way. But I know masks don't work. So, I go all the way around. Then I rinse it. Just to make sure. That's it, basically. I think it's clean. More or less. I don't know. I just hope it's a good one. Okay, so now, I showed you earlier how to wash a lemon. And believe it or not, I'm going to show you how to wash a grapefruit. Because if I only show a lemon, somebody's going to write to me and say, oh, you forgot to show us how to wash a grapefruit. Well, it's the same damn way, but I'm going to do it anyways. Anyway, once again, take the tags off. Get your nice bowl of water here. I put soap in it. You know what? I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't know if you're supposed to put soap in there or not. Hopefully it doesn't affect my final product because I rinse it off. But as far as I'm concerned, I figure if you're going to try and wash it, you might as well use a little bit of soap. And look at my brush. Isn't that awesome? I'm not even sure what this brush is for. I went into the store, and actually it was the wholesale club I went to, and I bought it. It's probably for scrubbing pots when you're cleaning them. I don't know. At any rate, now the only difference is the grapefruit's bigger, so you got more space to cover. Make sure you go all the way around. And I'm pressing fairly hard. See? Not like a wussy, right? I don't know. Whoever's watching, I hope you're got enough strength to do this. I'm afraid our society has become very weak. And you got to remember, you got to get the ends. Get all the way around. Flip it over. Hang on. That's weird. The bump's kind of this way. Oh well. We'll try it. Probably another defective piece of fruit. I'm so jealous of all you people that live in a tropic area that can grow your own grapefruits and lemons and stuff like that, oranges. At any rate, look at this. Isn't this fun? Okay, I'm wasting my time. Now, I'm going to rinse it off. Actually, do it over here. Ouch, it's getting hot. There we go. I hope that's clean enough. That's it. Okay, so I've tried this a few times. I tried peeling them whole. I cut them in half, as you can see, and I peeled them like this one, and this one is still in half. But really and truly, I find the best way is to cut them in quarters.
Trump giving speeches as if he's a candidate. I've been watching presidents leave the Oval Office
because
since
when it's a quarter,
more than half a century.
Oops, of course now it's not going to work.
Leave office, they don't
Son of a
fill
bitch.
up stadiums full
Oh,
of people
did I swear?
speeches to them.
Okay, at any rate, you peel it back.
That's the actions of a candidate.
You pull it here. Oops. See, just because I'm on video.
No doubt in my mind, President Trump intends to run for office sometime.
I don't believe it.
U.S. Senator, U.S. House.
At any rate, it's supposed to peel off. Look, the one I did prior to having the camera on worked perfect. At any rate, I take them and I just throw them in a pot. And I've got a pot here that it's off camera. Too bad. Let me see if I can do another one. And see if I can get it right this time. There we go. I pulled down, thumb underneath. See, thumb underneath. Pulled the peel down, thumb underneath. I'm sort of prying up with the thumb. And then I'm going. Sorry, I can't believe I did it. And then, there. See? See how that works? Look. Okay. Oh, that reminds me. Okay. You know, on the ends of your lemons and grapefruits, you get little pieces. Personally, I think we should just, I don't know if you're supposed to include those, but there. I cut the end off. Maybe that little piece there. And in case you're wondering, no, I don't have a big kitchen. I'm actually out in my gazebo on my lounge chair. My computer is going beside me. Shoot, I forgot to put it on mute. You probably are listening to the Hagman report there, which I happen to be listening to. At any rate, here, let me put it on mute for a sec. I hope it didn't come through too loud, because if it did, that means I'm going to have to delete my entire voice and pretend I'm actually doing what I just did and talk about it. Oh well, it's not that hard. At any rate, that's it for now. Next. Okay, I got a grapefruit. I'm sitting here on my lounge chair. Here, let me just move over. Shit. I just knocked the knife on the ground. Okay. Let's just try this again. Okay, I'm ready. I'll try peeling it this way. Oh, there we go. I guess you got to be fairly strong. Got to be careful with this knife, man. I'm sitting with this plate in between my legs here, sitting on the couch. But it doesn't look like I need it this time. Okay. So these appear to be peeling just fine. Hey, this time I turned the sound off on my computer. You can't listen to the Hagman report now. But it is raining. You might be hearing some pitter-patter behind the scenes here. I think I'm going to have to call myself the clueless urban gardener. Okay, so, where am I? Oh yeah, I'm right here and you're right there. Okay, oh, shoot. You know what, I don't know. Maybe it'd be easier to cut these in half too. Maybe the next one I'll try that. But it's too late for this one. Wind's picking up outside a bit. I know. This is kind of not really a gardener thing, because I didn't grow the grapefruits and I didn't grow the lemons. But I figured it's a related topic because it involves food and it involves production of making something. So that you want to peel? At any rate, there. So I don't want that part of it. I do want all this. I'm not sure about the end piece. I think that one's still okay. So I'm going to grab these and throw them in a pot. Okay. I know you can't see the pot. Live with it. Stop complaining. People complain about everything. It drives me nuts. You want to complain about something? Oh, I can't say it because that'll give off my political views, which probably will get me in trouble. At any rate, there. Now, got a grapefruit here later. I'll just pull it apart. And when I'm hungry, see? I said later, but I just did it now. Oh well, too bad. I'll just peel a piece off. So now you don't have to, cut the grapefruit. You don't have to do anything with it. You just take your sections and eat them. Not bad. So we need to now fill this up with water. I've got relatively small pieces. And everyone wants to know how much water. Well, I know, oh, by the way, I'm using RO water here. You can see that I've got a special tap for my RO unit. Everyone says how much water. I know there's some recipes out there that say the approximate amount, but here's the way I figure it. Well, number one, you don't know how big the grapefruits are or the lemons are, and you might be using a few more than necessary. So you really want to just cover them up. Have a little bit over the top. See, if I push that down, they're pretty much covered up. Oops, dropped the hose. Okay, so I don't know. I mean, you don't want to use too much water because, see, if you push them down, they'll be covered up. I mean, it's going to boil. You don't want to use too much water because you probably dilute it. Although if it's diluted, you might have to just take some more. Okay, so that's what you do, is you get the water in there, and then you got to find yourself a glass lid. I'm not 100% sure why they say a glass lid. Well, number one, you can watch it. That might be one reason. Oops, that's the wrong lid. Probably take me an hour to find the right lid. I don't know. I got stuff all over the place. Oh, maybe this is it. I wonder if it's this one. Oh, that's a big one too. Okay. Probably go from too big to too small. Figures. Okay. Well, I'll get off camera here until I can find the right lid. At any rate, that's typical for me. Alright, you guys. There's going to be people out there are just going to love this. I'll be damned if I could find the glass lid to that pot. So, I went and got another pot, and I'm just going to pour that all into there. I don't know, you guys. I amaze myself sometimes. Yeah, maybe some more water. But this time I got a pot with a glass lid. Now, I'm not 100% sure why they say a glass lid. But I I guess maybe so you can see it when you're simmering it. And that's important. You want to now simmer it for 3 hours. You don't want to be boiling it. Well, I have an induction burner here, so I'll have to watch it. I usually leave it hot until it gets right up to that boil, and then I lower it down to the simmer. Now, I don't know the technicalities behind all this crap, but I do know one thing. What they've said is this lid stays in place. 3 hours, it simmers. Glass lid so you can see it, but also I guess maybe because the steam comes up, it's better to be on glass. So this lid, you do not take it off. After 3 hours of simmering, you turn the heat off. Basically you remove it from the heat, and having an induction burner helps because it just cools down pretty quick. And you leave it sit until it's room temperature. You do not take this lid off even when it's sitting, okay, and cooling down. That's it for now. Enjoy your wait. Remember, 3 hours. I have my completed pot of hydroxychloroquine with the peel still in it. And nobody's ever told me to do this. I've just done it on my own. I figure the peel still has a lot of juice in it. And the process is, it takes quite a while to do. So I figure let's make use of all of it. So I have this little, it's a press. I think it was for originally to do rice potatoes. You know, when you boil potatoes and then you want to make them a little more fancy and you rice them, you put them in here and you squish it. So what I'm doing is I'm taking them and I'm squeezing them. I just got to get that shut properly. Okay. But I'm actually going to put them into, I have a strainer here and another bowl, just so that all the bits don't go back through. So what I do is I just squish it, and it's going through the strainer. This isn't a very good press, it's really old, and so the plastic kind of bends, but you know, and I'm sure it's not good to be putting this in plastic, but it's only for a second. Okay, so then I open it up and I literally just dump everything out into the sink and then get more. So I do this for, you know, the whole pot. I've already done a few already, but I don't think it's too complicated. If you don't have a press, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it doesn't say to do this, any other instructions I've seen. But as the clueless farmer, the clueless urban farmer, I'm going to be a clueless urban chef too, so I have no idea. At any rate, there we go. We're going to do it one more time. Not getting a lot out, like I say, but it's still something. And I think you can get your own method. Last time I did this twice. I put the peels into another container, and then I redid them, but I'm too lazy today.
Before moving on, I just want to let you know about another one of our sponsors, BrowVentures.com. They also have a full line of radiation protective clothing. Please visit them today.
I just wanted to show you guys that I used 4 grapefruits and 4 lemons. I boiled it for 3... No. Okay, start over. I just wanted to show you guys the result of simmering 4 grapefruits and 4 lemons together to make this hydroxychloroquine homemade stuff. And this is how much you got. You know, it's a fair sized bowl. And then, as I mentioned, I took the peel and squished it, put it through a strainer, and I got this much more, which I'm just going to add back in. Now, I haven't seen any recipe or anyone say to do this. It's up to you, but I can't see how that hurts to get the rest of the juice out, because that makes quite a bit more, as you can see. At any rate, everything's up to you. The next step is to put it in jars. The clueless urban farmer is back in the final steps here of your hydroxychloroquine and canning it. Now, I have no idea. I'm using these little jars, just little ones, because I've done it once before. I like them because they last about a week or week and a half, depending how much you're taking a day, and you can put them in the freezer. Now, these have gone through the dishwasher, so they're basically clean. But I've got them in boiling water. So I'm going to take them out and I'm going to line them up. I'm just moving this off camera here. Well, you can still see it a bit. And got a few more to go. I'm going to put in there, let them sit for a while. I don't know. There's, I've been told basically that you don't, the sterilization isn't the same as canning, perhaps, because what we're doing is we're putting these in the freezer, and so I'm sure that they're safe anyways. But that's about it. Of course, I'm going to take the lids. You can see these lids that I have right there. I'm going to put them in the water too, but that's kind of the next step anyways. So that's it for this step. And now I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to go through all of it because you don't need to see it. If I do one, I've done them all. So here's my pot of the hydroxy. I'm going to use a little scoop here. Just grabbed it out of the cupboard. I mean, it's been cleaned already, so I'm just going to dip it back in the hot water just to make sure, but it has already been sterilized. Now, take the lid off. Yeah, I've had the lid off a couple times now. So then I just take a jar, I do it, and I'm pouring it in. Now, when it freezes, of course, it's going to expand, so I like to leave a fair amount of space at the top. So I try that again. Can you see this? I do it over top the pot because, yeah, I'm kind of clueless when I do this. I get excited and I kind of miss the jars a lot of times. Now I'm going to give this a little stir too because I want it to be mixed. Oops, a little high there. Like I say, it's not going to do you any good if the thing expands and pops the lid and breaks the jar. So it's better to have a little less in there if you want than anything. So how many have I done here? I'll make a final adjustment maybe later. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 5 so far. I don't think I'm even halfway. Let's bring out a couple of more jars. Like I say, these jars were cleaned previously, and then I'm just putting them in the hot water to kind of just do a quick final germ killing session. I don't even know if it's necessary. Okay, so that's just 4 more. I'm gonna have to find some more jars. I don't know what to do with them all. At any rate, let's just keep going here. I got smart because last time I was taking them and I was going over here and then pouring them out like that, and every once in a while I missed, and of course if you miss, it was all over the counter, and then you're hooked. So yeah, like I say, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to figure this out. So there we go. So I don't know what size jars these are, but they're not real big. And so far I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. And I gotta go get some more jars. But I probably have enough for 10. Let me see, 10. I don't know, 11 jars, something like that. Just so you know. And I know I have 12 jars somewhere. Let me just check my cupboards. See where I put them. Oh, I don't see them there. Don't see them there. Nope, don't see them there. I do know where one is. Look at this. I'm collecting my seeds for my lettuce, and I still have to pull all the fluff off them. I guess I shouldn't have used this jar, but you know, it is what it is. So at any rate, after that, all you're gonna do is, I don't know why, I don't think I really need to show you this. You gotta take your lid. Let me just see if I can. There we go. So you know, you take your lid. Plop that on top, because the jar is not hot now. And this, oh, by the way, this is all room temperature. By the way, this stuff here. And then I seal it tight. And when I'm ready, I'll just stick them all in the freezer. And I know you guys are just dying to find out the final result here. Got a mess in my sink and lots of pots to clean up. So, of these jars, which are I have no clue what size they are. I got myself 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Right there, 10 of them. And so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And of course, one more for good luck. And a little drop left over. And guess what? That means I'm missing a jar. Not that I didn't make enough, because last time I only actually made 10 jars. This time I made 11. But I can't find the other jar, and when I bought them, they came in 12 packs. Oh my God. Well, I guess I'll find it one day, but I don't really need it right now. So that's it, everyone. That's the final stage. All you got to do now is take this, put it in your freezer, keep one out in the fridge, and you know, when you want to use it, you've already got one. When the one in the fridge is almost out, you take one out of the freezer, put it in the fridge. 2 days later or a day later, it'll be thawed and you can use it.
And now you know my secrets of how to make this hydroxychloroquine. I hope you enjoyed the video. Come back again. I'll have some other good topics to discuss.